you saw some things that really, quite frankly, shocked you.
Jason, I saw some things I'm not sure I can erase from my mind.
Erase them here on the show.
I'm turning into a prude. So I walk onto the Glee set yesterday, and I'm not kidding. I did a double take and thought I was on the wrong set because I turn a corner. People are gyrating, humping tables, grabbing crotches.
Wait a minute.
It was a sex fest. It was a live sex show right in front of my very eyes. You guys, I am young and impressionable.
You're not joking right now?
I'm not joking. It was very sexy. So I turned a corner and I thought, oh my God, I've stumbled onto some, like, clearly this is an adult cable show. But it was indeed the Glee set, and they are sexing things up for the new season. Now, I have to tell you, it is a classy sexy, okay? But still much farther than what we've seen before on the show.
Sort of like Cinemax late at night?
No, not at all.
Yeah, no. Mark.
I think Fox would have some fines to play with the FCC for that one.
So they can get away with this because they're in a new, a new time slot?
They used to be Tuesdays at 8, now they're going to be Thursdays at 9 o'clock.
Can you honestly get away with more just going from 8 to 9 o'clock?
I think what they're trying to do is, a part of it is the fact that they're moving time slots, and also Rachel and Kurt and Finn now have graduated high school. The main core characters, and so they're trying to sort of show viewers that the show has matured a little bit. And I have to say, I think it's going to work. From what I saw, the New York scenes that they were shooting, Lea Michele's character Rachel has moved to New York to go to NYADA. Mm-hmm. They were very sort of sophisticated and cool and moody and very much unlike what we've seen on Glee before, and I think the fans are really going to dig it. And I definitely think that some of the male viewers are going to be tuning in just to see what her hips are doing. Yeah. Lea Michele, by the way, becoming a phenomenal dancer, which we really haven't seen that much on the show before, but just like knocking it out of the park.
Are you a fan?
Am I a fan of sex scenes?
Of Glee and sex scenes.
Everything. I love people when they sing and have sex at the same time.
Tell us about your porn collection.
This whole show has really
One of the things we were talking about before you were sipping your coffee was, the Lea and Corey romance.
Right.
It keeps going on. And yesterday they were tweeting each other. And Corey was like, oh my God, Lea Michele rocks. I got the best trailer gift ever. And he Instagrammed a photo of a lava lamp.
Really?
A lava lamp.
By the way, when I gave you a lava lamp, I didn't mean anything by it, Mark.
Right,
I just want to make sure you didn't get mixed signals because it is such a romantic gift.
It's so romantic. And then what did Corey get Lea? Because she tweeted back, not as good as the coffee maker.
Love it.
I mean, this is serious.
But I have
You
to
got
say,
to tell us about Corey Monteith's character, because I know some of the fans are freaking out about what's going to be happening with him on the show.
Yeah, so at the end of last season, there was really sort of a shocking breakup scene between their two characters. Lea Michele's character moved to New York, and Finn told her that he was joining the Army. So what the fans have now found out is that Corey is not in the first few episodes of the show, which is highly, alarming, given that he's really the male lead of the show. But what I can tell you, I talked to Lea yesterday. She said, look, he's very much a part of the season. When he does come back, he's back for good. And she said people will be shocked and amazed at what his storyline is. She said it's nothing that you could ever possibly think of, and it's really, really cool. So it's worth the wait. He has army hair. I can tell you that much.
That means a buzz cut.
What about an army body?
That would be the new love interest, Dean Geyer. God bless. I mean, I love Corey Monteith, don't get me wrong. He is absolutely 100% adorable. But this new love interest that they have for Lea Michele has muscles in places I didn't even know that you could have muscles. He was on the set yesterday. This was for the Britney Spears episode,
What did
and
you
it was
see yesterday?
it was her really getting hot and bothered with the new love interest.
Britney Spears in a Britney Spears song.
Britney Spears song. So it's Lea Michele and the new love interest, basically having sex through a table. I think the table may have been impregnated by
What?
the way.
What are you talking about?
Through a table or on a table?
Through a table.
All these visuals, we're looking at some shots from the set now. Was this yesterday?
Is that
This is
him?
yesterday. So this is a photo I took on the set. You can see Lea Michele and Kate Hudson, who, by the way, flawless, the nicest person in the world. I could not be more of a fan of hers at this moment. She's in the background there with Lea. They're shooting a scene, and in the foreground we see the backside. Thank you very much. You're welcome, America.
That's great. That's a great shot.
Of Dean Geyer, and he is a guy who won Australian Idol 6 years ago. He was on Terra Nova, which was a sadly short-lived Fox show last year. But he's coming in. He is very physically attracted to Rachel, and I think there's going to be some hotness.
And does he have the Aussie accent?
Not on the show. He's from Montana. But in
Just to
real life,
change the accent.
yes, he does Mark Malkin. And
And
when
it's
you hear
unbelievable.
it, you won't even be able to form a question.
Let's take a look at a Kate Hudson photo up close, because I know you were talking about your obsession with her.
By the way,
There's
this is
Kate.
a woman
Hello.
who has 2 small children. And can
She
I
looks
just say,
great.
damn you, Kate
Can
Hudson.
I say, though, she looks like early Britney Spears.
She does.
It's early Britney Spears.
When I first saw this photo, I actually thought it was.
That's what I thought when I first saw it.
But she is phenomenal on it. Look, I mean, those legs just go on for days.
Who's the guy?
And she's the guy's just an extra.
Just an actor.
Just an extra.
That's a great day at the office. Honey,
Wow.
what'd you do? I was an extra on Glee. I had Kate Hudson all over.
Right.
Right. But they're doing actually a big storyline between Kate Hudson and Leah Michele too, where they're really sort of going at each other. She plays Leah's dance teacher, and she's not the nicest person in the world. Kind of has a drinking problem, and so I think this is going to be a
this
Kate
sounds
Hudson unlike
good.
what we've seen before. I think it's going to be really cool.
Hashtag live for me, taking your comments about Glee and everything else that we're talking about. Do you think that Ryan Murphy's kind of stretched too thin, though, because he's got Glee, he's got American Horror Story, he's got the new normal?
Yes. I love that you're asking this because I had the same concerns, and I went to the Paramount lot yesterday. All 3 shows shoot right there on the same lot.
Did they do that for him?
And Ryan Murphy, yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Murphy does not stop. On his lunch break, he's popping over to Glee. He was directing an episode of The New Normal yesterday, and then in his spare time, checking in on American Horror Story. So, he really does it all. And in between all of that, he's been on a Twitter rampage ever since joining Twitter a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
The guy is just nonstop. Yeah, here's a twit pic that he sent out. He's sending out undiscovered footage. He's sending out the new promo for the new season, this photo of Leah and Corey, which is adorable.
Which is amazing
The
because
man
it's
doesn't
all
stop.
build up to the new season.
Right.
It's just little kernels of such inside stuff because obviously it's coming from Ryan.
Right. I don't think he sleeps, by
The
the way.
new trailer for season 4 of Glee is out.
Yeah.
I know you've given us a lot of scoop already. Anything that we'll see in that trailer that you can share with us?
I think the big reveal is that there was a guy from the Glee project that people weren't sure if he was going to be on the new season, and he showed up, and there was a kind of a controversial line. Did you watch the promo?
I haven't seen it yet. Tell me.
Okay, so Alex from the Glee project, he dresses up in drag for some of his performances, shows up to the set, and Brittany has a line where she says, "Oh, Mercedes, I thought you graduated. I like the new haircut." Mercedes is Amber Riley. It's kind of a big ouch moment. I don't know how I would feel about that if I were Amber Riley, I have to say. But, they don't pull any punches when it comes to
I feel like they
making fun of everyone and everyone.
would have run it by her.
You'd think so.
You'd think,
You'd have to
'cause you-
think.
'cause
But I do think the promo has the fans really excited about the new season, and it shows some really cool stuff.
And how does Carly Rae Jepsen fit into the mix here? Because that song just never gets old.
Never.
I understand
what
we're
song
going
is it
to.
again?
Yeah, what song? How does it go, Jason?
We have to pay
How does
for
it
it
go?
if I sing it. So thank God.
about if we hum
I
it?
won't be singing it.
Yeah, they will be covering "Call Me Baby," which of course, or "Call Me Baby."
Call me maybe.
Call Me Baby, baby. And obviously that's just I think one of the locks for the new season. You've got to do that song.
Sure.
So and they'll put their own spin on it. And the Britney stuff that I heard yesterday, by the way, remixed, fantastic.
Really?
I think much better even than the first time around.
Nice,
So
very
it was
exciting.
cool.
All right. We got to move on from Glee and
Yes.
talk about Kelsey Grammer. He was